And we're back to the final episode of Let's Play Lunar the Silver Star Story. I am your host, the RPG Guy. It is time to go balls deep. Are you ready to rumble? Let's do this. It's time for us to kill an all-powerful magical asshole by the name of Ghaleon. He's gonna get a fisting like no other. Let's do this! Sorry, I get excited when we're ready to, kick some dude's ass who's in definite dire need of an ass kicking. And we may be the one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest, but what you don't know is our leg is the size of Florida.
At last, the hour
You don't
is
say.
at hand to correct the error of Altina from 15 years ago.
I shall do everything within my power to assist you, my lord. Behold.
You never were meant to exist in the realm of mortals, Althina. Your soul is destined to live for eternity, not suffocate within a rotting sack of flesh. You are a goddess, Althina, and to refute your absolute power is to deny your true destiny. Go now and show that power to the children whose world and whose lives you created.
I shall do exactly as you desire, Master Ghaleon. Your LSD is amazing.
Luna!
Ah, yes, Dragon Boy.
Let her go, Ghaleon!
I'm sorry to say that your simple request must be denied. Unfortunately for you, the object of your desire has a destiny more powerful than your meaningless affection.
No!
Humans are helpless creatures, Dragon Boy. Pitiful, helpless creatures that need to be strictly controlled. 15 years ago, the goddess ignored this basic truth and chose to be reborn as one of her own children. She believed they would be able to care for themselves. It was a foolish belief acted upon in a moment of weakness. Althina and Dine willfully cast aside their responsibilities, and our world paid the price for their selfish desires. But now, I possess the ability to correct this grievous error they foolishly enacted. So sit back, Dragon Boy, and behold the power of the salvation I shall deliver!
He's delivering salvation from Papa John's? Sweet. I hate Papa John's, but fucking A, let's do it. I'm more of a local pizza shop guy myself.
Luna!
Stop it! Stop it!
Dragon Boy, of all the people in this room, you certainly must know that it's much too late to turn back. Dear Luna must gather back the power she spread into the world before her rebirth as a human. And in the process, those powers will change her back into a goddess. My goddess.
What? That's why you kidnapped Luna? I don't expect you to understand any of this.
After all, you are just yet a boy. Concepts like this necessity of leadership are far beyond your immature grasp. All you've ever done is dream, fantasize All you've ever done is dream, fantasize really, of your great adventures. I don't expect you to understand my grandiose dream for this decadent world. But once I have enacted my plan, you shall learn to live in my structured reality.
What a dick. What a douche, man. What a douche. I'm trying to dictate as best as I can, man. Oh man, is that a big old fart of darkness happening there behind you, buddy?
It won't be long until all of Althina's power, or Luna's power if you'd like, is mine. And when the last wisp of magic has been siphoned away from the world and into me, the goddess shall submit to my rule, and I shall reign forever as a god.
All right, Ghaleon. I've had just enough. All right, Ghaleon. I've had just about enough of your trash talking. I've never needed anyone to tell me what to do, especially not a complete nutbar like you. Ooh, yeah, human beings don't need to be controlled to be happy. We need drugs. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. And that's why the goddess entrusted us with her powers. We're not letting you take her precious gift away from us.
I believed in you once, Ghaleon. I thought what you were doing was right. But now I realize just how wrong you are. Nice one there, Nash.
You're a human being, Ghaleon. You're like all of us. You make mistakes. And you are flawed. What makes you think you are worthy of wielding the power of the goddess and taking away the freedom she gave to all of us?
Don't you understand, Ghaleon? Don't you understand that the only person who wants the world as it was is you? It can't be helped if I have a greater understanding of what the world needs than Althena. While she fled her ivory tower, I watched her children struggle to survive without her rule. What you call freedom, Alex, I deem cruelty. What will guide this world is what will guide this world if it has no God, Alex? What will save it from itself? The only thing this world needs to be saved from is you, and we're here to do just that. It's a good argument, actually. It's a very sound, modern argument. Not about gods, though.
Nonsense. Perhaps you should demonstrate the power that gives you such confidence. Then we will see who is fit to be supreme ruler and who is dead.
Those that underestimate the power of the human spirit are destined to fail. And that means you, Ghaleon.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Dang it! Alright, let's do this. His nipples are aglow. Now, a few things you need to know about Ghaleon is that he is cheap as shit. He's actually one of the only bosses that has an instant death attack. An instant death attack that we now have to compensate for. He doesn't use it often, but once in a blue moon, he'll spam it. You know, like, you could be level 99, and if he hits you with it, like, 3 times in a row, this battle's over for you, because you're just going to take so much damage without the ability to heal, depending on who he does it to, that it's kind of... It's rage-inducing in a way. It's very rare that this ever happens, though, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Usually we can keep this fight in our control, but there are going to be things like this that make it hard, because he's going to get 2 attacks. Though his regular magic attacks are a little weaker, but that big one you saw him do earlier, that's usually mass damage no matter who you are. That's going to be nasty, as you can see. And when we get hit by something like that, it's not out of our way to throw a blue dragon heal out there. So let's open up with that. Just to be safe. And then Kyle can start taking swings. Let's move Jessica away from everyone else. Just to see if we can get any focus to move around the battlefield a bit, damage-wise. If you're really low level, you may even find yourself wanting to use Blue Dragon heal every round, but I don't really think that's a long-term solution for this fight. So don't rely on it. At some point, you're going to have to risk that and hope that your base magic is enough. Is this the instant death thingy? No. That's the life siphon. He also has a skill that puts 1,000 HP barrier over him, so we'll have to deal with that when it happens. That's the attack we want him to use, because there's a chance that we can dodge it, and it's less damaging than everything else this raging asshole can do. So let's get on to the top of this pain train. Frickin' A, let's do that. So we're just hoping for the best, because this fight is rough. This fight is pretty rough. And at times it can be pretty unbalanced, too. So we're just doing our best here to stay alive. and hope that he wastes turns doing other shit. That's the other thing we're kind of hoping for. And yeah, I'm using Flammaria because it is stronger than the regular single target flame spell, I believe. That was 224. I think we'll try the other one just to see, but no matter what, it's probably not going to matter. And then he's going to do this. Nash might actually go down. Actually, I would think everybody could survive. We actually will go, though, with a Jessica heal. Just to see how we do here. Taking a risk, but I figure it's worth it. And Kyle's hurting too, so you notice that half damage thing isn't really kicking in that much anymore. We're hoping he wastes a turn putting the shield on himself. That'll give us a little bit of breathing room here. Because, yeah, he gets 2 turns on his turn, which, yeah. Nah, so, okay, Flammaria is a little stronger, but we'll just use the current skill because it's not that much weaker. This, I think, is instant death. Yep, knock out Kyle. Yep. And like I said, there's not much we can do about that. That's the shield we got to be weary of. Nash, pick up Kyle. Actually, take that back. Let's have Nash heal himself. Because he's the only one really hurting bad, so hopefully Jessica will be okay. We'll find out in a minute. And now Kyle's debuffing is all of his buffs are gone too, so we'll have to compensate for that. I should have actually, well, I don't think we can target Kyle while he's unconscious, so never mind. Yeah, so that shield's a pain in the butt. It's got about 1,000 health, so yeah, we'll have to remove it next round. Come on, guys.
Time to die.
Yeah, nice waste. Shocker.
Check this out.
Should be able to break it this round, though. Yeah, there it is. There it goes.
Althena, lend me your power!
And then there's this. Why does he look so weird when he does that spell? It's like he's weirdly getting off, like, oh my god! Ooh. Good. Weaker attacks. That's what I like to see him hit us with. Weaker attacks. Screw it. Yeah, screw it. We'll back off on that skill when we get him when our MP's closer to being depleted. Not that we don't have enough silver stars to compensate for it, so I'm not that worried.
Althena, lend me your power! By the power of Althena.
And he's going to drain us of some HP, which is fine. I'd rather him do that than another attack.
Time to die. Time to die.
Alright, so attack.
Check this out.
Nice.
Althena, lend me your power! By the power of Althena.
Time to die.
And remember, when Alex's MP gets below where he cannot cast Blue Dragon Heal,
To die.
then we have to invest in recovering that. Ooh, a reason for us to spread out there. Speaking of Blue Dragon Heal, we might want to do that now. Let's move people out of that vicinity just to be safe. Kind of a wasted round, but that's okay. We're getting a healing. It needs to happen. We'll star whatever next round. Use a starlight. We'll have Nash use burn a starlight on Alex. Actually, some characters might be safe from that other big, like, super Hadouken attack he can do. Oh no! No!
Time to die.
Alright, well, hey, look at that. That worked out, didn't it? So, two things need to happen. Alex has got to buff himself again, which is fine. We'll starlight Alex as well. Attack and straight up heal Alex. I could have buffed Alex this round, but did we buff Alex? No, I could have buffed Alex this round with just Mia, and I didn't think to do that. So that's a fail right there, but we'll make it up. We'll make up for it. More concerned about his shield in a way. 311. That's better damage.
Time to die.
Yeah, keep doing that, asshole. Hit me with that alls you won't.
Check this out.
I mean, he could just end up sucking us all back into the center again, but we'll deal with that if it comes to that. And great job, Nash. You got rid of him while he's got rid of that shield, so we can hit him with the harder characters. Kind of the perk of that setup if you can get it done.
Time to die.
Look at that. It misses. It missed every character except for one.
Time to die.
Hence why this is a better layout. Once he tornadoed us, spreading out like this was a great idea. So that would be my strategy, is don't do it in the beginning of the fight, because there's no way you can spread out evenly anyway. Just let him wait till he tornadoes you, take on those first few nasty hits, and then you should be in a position to really benefit from all of that. Oh crap, did I screw up again? Yes, I did. Beefing up Alex, and I don't think his attack can go up any higher. Well, we'll find out, won't we? I'm pretty sure it's maxed out. Yes, you can only get the buff once.
Time to die.
He's gonna hit 3 people now. Nope, only 1.
Time
Awesome,
to die.
awesome, awesome. So this is gonna hurt. We should be able to handle it. One would think that we could. Let me move the mic a little closer. There we go. Yeah, we're okay still.
Check this out.
Althena, lend me your power!
Get him. Get him!
By the power of Althena!
Time to die.
Here we go. This might sting a little. We don't have this damage though. So, yeah, there we go. Some of that got halved.
Time
Ooh,
to die.
we might see some downage. Ooh, we need that blue dragon heal. I don't know what to make her do when she's not healing. No. Just make her wait.
Check this out.
I can't think of what to really make her do.
By the power of Althena!
Yep, Kyle's going down. That's okay. It's not somebody really important. And then he's gonna buff himself. And look at that, worked out perfect. Look at that. Perfect timing on that. Really, it is. That is great timing. Alright, let's do this the right way that I should be doing this when that happens. That way he's back at full murder power.
Check this out.
And we'll take that shield down by the next round for sure.
Athena, lend me your power!
Yeah.
Time to die. Time to die.
Alright, let's do this.
Check this out.
We got this in the bag, guys. I mean, come on. Ghaleon's my bitch. What can I say? There's his shield down.
Athena, lend me your power!
Athena, lend me your power.
By the power of Athena!
Time to die.
Hadouken!
Time to die.
He's so eager in wanting us to die. It is the only spell element-wise we can't block for some reason. Yeah, it's the only one, but it's the weakest of those attacks, I think. It's hard to tell, though technically it ends up becoming the strongest because we don't have that defense against it.
Check this out.
Mia's gonna be out of MP, which is fine. We'll have Mia use a Starlight on herself. That's why we brought him. Silverlight, rather. Assuming we need one. Let's see how we do. The only person who's needed Silverlight so far has been Alex for that emergency healing. Oh boy.
Time to die.
Drawing that health out of us. Jessica's doing great on MP thanks to that hell ring.
Time to
Uh-oh.
die.
Oh yeah, that's right. Go after her.
Time to
Go after
die.
Kyle. Okay. That's low health. I think... Nah, we're alright. Think we'll be okay. We should be okay.
Athena, lend me your power!
I'm a little tense because Alex and Mia are hurting pretty bad here. And that could be that could in and of itself be bad.
To die.
Okay, we'll luck out. He's doing 2 magic attacks in a row. Mia, Nash, and Alex will take half damage. Mia, Alex, and Kyle will take half damage. Not Nash and Jessica, but that's okay. They can take it. They can take it.
Time to die.
If we need to use Blue Dragon healing, we will. Which we will. Dragon healing. Uh-oh. Running out of the old MP there. Let us have... Ooh. Starlight Alex, I guess, because Nash is starlighting himself. Wait a minute, hold on. Don't want to screw that up. Blue Dragon healing. Starlight himself. Mia attacks. Kyle does too. Starlight, Alex. Okay. Just making sure. Hopefully Alex gets his turn before Jessica does. Good. Very, very good.
By the power of Athena!
Kyle's going to need to use a silver light on himself. And somebody's going to go down here. Hopefully it's not Jessica.
Time to die.
Yep, Jessica. Okay, Mia. That's okay. Mia's not as relevant. Unfortunate. I hate to say it like that, but she really isn't in the grand scheme of all of what we're trying to accomplish here. And we get a saving grace because Null comes in to save the day. Ooh, no! Silver light on himself.
Check this out.
It's a long fight, I know. We're getting there, though.
Althena, lend me your power! By the power of Althena.
Look at that, already got rid of his shield.
Time to die. Time to die.
Do that.
Check this out.
Do. You already see the strategy in my pattern, so I don't really have much. I don't have much more to say to you guys. And he's down. Suck it, jabroni. Oh. Yeah, you.
How can this
Easy. You're weak.
My future, my destiny, was securely in my grasp. I had only to claim it, and now I am disgraced yet again.
Let me just breathe in for a second, guys.
Yeah, we did it, Alex.
We did it, Null.
Come on, let's go.
Luna. And strangely enough, you can actually die here. So give me 1 second to make a save. It happened to a friend of mine once when we were playing. I was helping him. And he was playing, and then he got to this, and he died. And he didn't save. He was so pissed. Luna! Ow, 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 ow. What was that?
It was Luna.
Just kidding. Can you die here? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I could have sworn he died here. Something oh, wait a minute. I think we just had a power out. Never mind. I take that back.
Humans are forbidden from entering the sacred chamber.
Luna.
I am Althena. I am the goddess who made this world and who rules it with impunity. How dare you fail to recognize the face of your creator? Leave here now or be destroyed for your ignorance. Alex, what happened to Luna? She doesn't know who we are.
That isn't Luna. Well, it seems as though the world needs a god after all. You. Didn't we break enough of your bones, Ghaleon? Or are there a few left for us to snap? I have no need to fight you again when I have already emerged victorious. One, how can you say that? Because collecting the magic of the world has reawakened the goddess within Luna. Better yet, her memories of dying, of being reborn as a human, have been erased. Once more, our world is under the control of absolute power.
No, no! You're lying to us. You're wrong.
Behold the ruler you must serve. Oh yes, you got what you wanted, but not in the way you imagined. Kneel before the black goddess of Lunar, dragon boy. Kneel and submit to her dark desires. For though I shall perish, I go knowing that I succeeded in tearing your one true love from you eternally, and blackened this pathetic world forever.
What a douche. Should have been like, hurts to laugh. Oh boy. Well, a guy who's full of crap. We've got a Luna to save. I'm going to take Luna out of this trance, and I'm gonna take her home.
Alex.
Ooh, my voice a little bit. Ugh. I need you all to stay here. This is something I have to do alone.
Good idea, Alex. I'm ready when you are.
Null, you stay here too.
Oh, okay, Alex. Remove yourself from my holy presence at once, or suffer the swift consequences, human. How dare you ignore my words, Dragon Master? You serve me, and you will obey me. You ignore the will of your goddess at your peril, infidel. I shall not warn you again, Dragon Master. Leave here or forfeit your soul. Your ignorance shall cost you dearly. Drink deeply from the cup of my seething anger. Luna, why have you done this? Alex! Alex! Please tell me you're alright up there, Alex. Please, no!
You dumb kid. You were supposed to try and remind her of who you are, not die. Oh, Alex! Proof. Proof that you can die in that scene. Holy fucking shit. Okay, you can die in that scene. See, I remember. I remember, Barry. See, you can't die there. There was a way to do this, and I was just being a dick. And let's do this. It's not hard. You're supposed to play the recorder, I believe. And so I'm going to cut back to where we were. So hold on one second. Okay, so went through the dialogue again. I just wanted to show you that death. I really did. Not really, but joking aside is I knew you could die there. My buddy died there, and I kind of made fun of him. And now if he watches this, Danny, if you ever watch this, you can now make fun of me. Because I did it, and I totally forgot that it happens. So, let's do this. So, remove yourself from my holy presence at once or suffer the swift consequences, human. And here we go. Might have to be closer. but I believe it will work at the first time you get shot at. Oops, did I use it too soon? Might have used it too soon. Might have used it too soon. How do you dispose of an ocarina? Should be the infidel line. Oh no, no line there. Should not warn you again, Dragon Master. Leave here or forfeit your soul. We heard that line already. I think we were supposed to do it here, but... What are you thinking? Actually, no, we're good. We used it already. Stop! You mustn't come any closer. I'm not using the right voice, sorry. One more step and you will surely die, Alex. Here we go. So yeah, you gotta use that ocarina that's been taking up his space in his, the whole time.
Luna.
It's fucking inventory. Sorry, I can't help myself. It's ruining the moment.
I'm here.
I knew you would never abandon me to evil, Alex.
Yes, now we can finally go back to Berg together.
Though Ghaleon has perished, the fortress of Althena continues to bleed life from the world of Lunar. If it does not cease, all Lunar will become as lifeless as the frontier. But if I leave the fortress, the stored magic will be released too rapidly, and it may end up destroying the entire world of Lunar. I'm a prisoner, Alex.
No!
I'm sorry, Alex. I must stay here. For Lunar.
I won't give you up! You mustn't give up either, regardless of how hopeless things may seem. There has to be a way.
The right way.
We must believe in the power that resides within each of us, Luna. I believe each of us is entrusted with a future to realize, and this is not our future. Luna, if we work together, I'm certain we'll find a way, just like Dyne did, remember?
Alex! You mustn't try it! It's too dangerous!
Luna...
Alex, no!
Man, that warranty's
Alex.
that warranty's a bust on that armor. Come take my hand.
We will always be together. In the past, the present, and the future as well. It's destiny.
Some risque shots in this cinematic, I'll tell you. Aww. Warms the cockles of me heart. Every time.
Alex!
It warms your cockles too. You know it does. So what's going on up there? I can't see a damn thing, and I hear Luna's looking kind of hot. Let me see. What if Alex has been...
Don't say that, Kyle. Don't you think that he'll be fine. Oh, Alex.
Look, the magic isn't flowing into the chamber any longer. Now it's floating outward. Ask us what it means. Ask us what it means.
This is not good.
Quick as a whip as usual, Jess.
Are you alright, Mia? Yes, Nash. We have to get out of here. I agree with Mia. We have to get out of here or we're done for. We have to go now.
Alex and Luna's still up there. We can't leave until we know they're alive.
They're alive, and they'll make it out of here just fine. How do you know that, Nal? I'm sorry, but I'm not going anywhere until I...
No offense, but I think we should listen to the cat.
But, Kyle... I keep feeling in my heart that Alex and Luna are alright. Please believe me. No. Here we go!
I gotta believe the magic cat now. I guess he's not really a cat, so what do I know?
Alex, I believe in you. I believe you can save Luna without destroying this world. You mustn't fail. I'd be lost without you.
Althena's to the Goddess Tower. No refund! No more nukes. No more nukes. Aww.
Alex, you dumb kid. Why'd you take the risk?
Alex and Luna sacrificed their lives to save this world from destruction.
Oh, Alex and Luna, they're gone forever.
Well, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy, and, well, shit just got weird, and, wait, what?
Flash! Oh, defender of the universe!
Look at the ground. It's alive again.
Alex! Luna! You're all right!
Nash, Mia, Kitty, Alex. Duh! I can't help it. That's what it looks like.
We did it.
I said Alex when I said to say Jessica.
We were so worried about you. Oh, Luna. Oh, Jessica. I'm just so happy to see you all.
Well done, Alex. Well done.
He starts combing his hair like a jackass. Oh, Nash. Oh, Nash. But we're not done yet. Oh, no.
Maribia, it's so good to be back here, Alex. It's so wonderful to smell the ocean on the breeze.
It's wonderful just to see you smiling again.
You're not too tired, are you, Luna? I'd forgotten how long the journey was.
I'm tired, no hungry, yes. Get me in my hollow tummy to the nearest fish market.
Oh, no. I'm glad that you have your priorities straight and all. I have nothing for that. I'm sorry.
Why are you guys laughing? I can hear all your stomachs rumbling too.
We're not just laughing at your endless appetite, Furball. We're laughing because it feels good. Exactly. It's been so long since I felt this joyful. Yes, that's the word. Joyful. I don't mean to be rude, but I have to run to the mansion. When we killed Zenobia, we broke the spell she placed on my dad. I can't wait to see him.
And I think I'll be running off myself.
And just where do you think you're going, brigand boy?
Wherever you're going, Love Muffin.
Are you sure? Are you up to something, Kyle? Sure you are. But I don't have time to figure out what it is. Come on, hurry up.
Hold on, wait a second. At least let me comb my hair before Mel sees me.
Come visit me after you've had some rest, you guys. I'll be waiting for you. Bye.
Kyle doesn't want to see Mel at all.
My mother's waiting for Nash and me in Black Rose Street. I'm going to tell her all about all that's happened. And hopefully use that info as we discussed how to reconstruct the Magic Guild. Reconstruct the guild and rebuild Vane? That would be wonderful, Mia. It will be wonderful, Nash. Buildings can always be rebuilt and replaced over time. Human lives are far more precious. You're right, Mia. As always. Let's hurry. Mother is waiting. Oh, shit. Alex, do come visit us when you get a chance, is what she's saying. She's right. As always, don't go before saying goodbye. Mia, I'm sure your mother won't be offended if we don't run to Black Rose Street. And yet he's the one walking faster, right?
Hey Alex, why don't we go and see Ramus? I bet his business is booming.
That's a wonderful idea, Null. I haven't seen him for such a long time.
Well, then let's stop talking and start walking.
Heal, heal, heal!
It's out of habit. It's out of habit, I swear. And look at that. Luna's still at level 19. Remember that, guys? Does she even have her gear anymore? Nope. I was going to say, does she even have her gear anymore? Nope. Surprisingly, we still have the Althena sword, but we can't equip any more gear on Alex because he's no longer the Dragon Master. No longer the Dragon Master. Let's go say hi to Ramus. Ignoramus. Oh, get out of the way, woman. I believe... Let me see here. Okay, no.
Luna, you look so great. I knew you and Alex would be together again. Look at all the customers I have today, and I owe it all to you, Alex. Everyone wants to shop at the store where the mighty Dragon Master shopped. Wow, I just can't get over how happy you two look. I hope I feel that strongly about another person someday. But I've been thinking about how this all began, Alex. If I hadn't convinced you to come with me to White Dragon Cave that day, Luna wouldn't have been kidnapped, and the world would have stayed at peace. I'm just kidding, Ramus. If you hadn't taken us to the cave, Alex would never have fulfilled his destiny. You're a trickster now, but you're funny. Yeah, Alex, I wanted you to come with you to Berg, but I'm too busy to get away from here yet. Please tell my father and my nanny I say hello and tell them I'm fine. Ooh, hey, Alex, check this out. I got this just for you.
Luna's bromide number 1.
I owe you a lot, Alex, and I hope this is enough to repay you.
Alex, what are you and Ramus whispering to each other about? I bet you two are planning on another adventure without me. I can't believe you'd do something like this after all that's happened. I'm sorry, Luna. Oh, Alex, I forgot how much fun it is to tease you. Okay, so I believe...
Okay, I think we have to do some scenes first. I think we need to do some scenes first. Alright. For those of you wondering, we'll look at the Luna 1 bromide, whatever. Do that hair, girl. Tie that hair in them knots. Them good knots. Kind of like a lot of the outfits in this game. I like Jessica's outfit. I like the blankets and the, I like Luna's outfit. A lot of thought went into these character designs, I think. Which is nice for a change. The only ones that are kind of weak to look at are Mia and Nash for some reason. A little weird about them. They don't look right to me, but that's just me. That's just me being a weirdo.
Mother, Majesty Lemia. I've always been proud of you, Mia, but never as proud as I am at this moment. You're more of a hero than I ever was, my daughter. And as for you, Nash, I won't lie. You will have to work very hard to regain my trust. Mia speaks highly of you, and I know now that you care for her, so don't disappoint me ever again. Mother, I'm so happy. Oh, Mia, so am I. Mother, I promise I won't cry anymore when I'm worried or when I'm afraid. Now that I have so many things to take care of, I can't afford to be weak or show weakness. That's exactly right, Mia. That's how the new leader must be. What? Mother, what do you mean? Mia, it's obvious that my reign as the Magic Guild at the Magic Guild is over. It was my leadership that led to the corruption of the guild, and it was your action that saved it and the world. Which person do you think has the trust and support of the people of Vane? I am confident in you, Mia, and after all you've done, you should be confident as well. Nash, I expect you to support Mia and obey her commands. What she does not need at this time, what she does not need at this crucial time in the history of the guild is to be doubted.
Yes, of course, Majesty Lemia. I will help Mia no matter what the circumstances. I would help her even if doing so meant the destruction of my very soul.
Yes, well, Nash.
Mia, I know that under your leadership, Vane will soar through the skies again, and the Magic Guild will be more magnificent than ever.
Thank you, Nash. I love you.
What?
And you're right. With the help of Alex, Luna, Jessica, Kyle, and now all the people I love, we will create a magic guild that everyone can join. Promise me you'll work hard as you can.
Oh, of course, Mia. Of course I will. I'll do anything for you. Did he get kind of moderately cock-blocked there? Alright, so let's go see Jess and Kyle here. Jessica and Kyle. Kind of wanted to get Mia and Nash out of the way. Because this is going to be good. It's going to be so good. Alright, let's do this.
Kyle, Jessica...
Kyle, Jessica, what's up?
You're going to meet with Master Mel. How wonderful. Well, it would be wonderful if Kyle wasn't being such a butthead about it. He's too afraid of my dad to tell him how we feel about each other. Isn't that right, Kyle?
Well, not exactly, Jess. It's just that,
Yes?
I'd feel weird intruding on such an emotional moment between you and your father. I don't want to be the cause of any weird vibes. Besides, you know Mel and I have never exactly been the best of friends. How do you think he's going to take the news that we're back together again?
Oh, Kyle, you're just being silly. When I explain what a hero you've been, he'll welcome you with a hug and a smile. Now come on and hurry up.
Hey! That's my wiener you're grabbing me by, not my hand. Sometimes you gotta do that to get him to... Jessica! Dad! Aww. And look at he's picking her up and throwing her around. Oh, Jessica, my sweet, wonderful daughter. I'm so glad you're all right. I never thought I'd hold you in my arms again.
Dad, oh Dad, I've missed you so much.
What a wonderful moment. Alex, I'm glad we're here to see it.
I'm glad we're able to help make it happen.
My butler told me about everything that happened while I was out of action. I'm so proud of you, Jessica. My little girl grew up to be the savior of the world.
Oh, Daddy, I didn't do it all by myself.
Don't be modest, Jess. Alex could have done it. Couldn't have done it without you. Huh? Is that you, Kyle? You don't have to hide away from me, Kyle. Come here. Kyle, I know you love me daughter, and I know how happy you make her. So promise me you're always gonna take care of her. What? I promise, Dad? Oh, don't you think it's a little early to be calling me that, Kyle? Why don't we stick to Mel until you make an honest woman out of me, daughter? Oh, of course. I didn't want to admit it, but I always knew you and Jessica were meant to be. You always had the only boy. You were always the only boy who enjoyed it when she threw you into the mud.
Dad, you make it sound so dirty.
That's a good one, sweetie. So, you won't mind helping us pay for the ceremony, would you, Mel? Since I kinda gave up on stealing, I'm just about broke.
You're shameless, Kyle. Now, how can I not love you?
I'm so happy for you two. Can I be your dragon of honor?
Oh no, that was so corny. You should just die for that one. No, that was inexcusable. That was very inexcusable. So there's only 2 of the 4 heroes left. Well, that's not. Now we know that's not true. Anyway. So let me see here. I thought there was 2 more bromides, but I could be wrong. Could have sworn you could buy them at the end of the game, but I'm getting this vibe that maybe not, but maybe we had to do those convos first. So let's see here. Okay, I guess not. That or I somehow missed them, I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it too much, guys. Sorry about that. If you guys remember where the other bromides are, let me know, because for some reason I thought we were able to buy them, but it would seem that I'm wrong. Or I missed the opportunity to do it at some point, but I thought you had to buy them. Could have sworn you had to buy like one of them. It's kind of weird. Okay. Can we buy stuff at the stores? Nope. All right, let's keep moving. Let's I think it's time for us to get this game to a close. What do you guys say? Yeah, me too. Me too. There's nobody talking to you. Me too. Yeah, I know. Be a good idea. Nobody's talking to you, bro. All right, let's
Lakey.
Null and Alex, are you going back to Berg already? I'm going. Yeah, well, Dragon Master Dine, The man with that name died long ago, Alex. He died with the gods whose bidding he was born to obey. From now on, our future will be shaped not by those with power or prestige, but by those with courage. You possess that courage. Alex, you always have.
Thank you, Dine.
I'm going on a journey, Alex, and this will be a long one.
Lakey?
This world is boundless, Alex. I'll never claim all of its treasures or learn all of its secrets, but I don't feel hopeless about it. I feel fortunate. Fortunate that I am alive and able to explore a world with such endless adventure.
Lakey, what about Ghaleon?
He perished for his beliefs. That's another way to live your life, Alex. But if there's one thing left to do, it's... No, this isn't my time to discuss that, Alex. Not yet. All of us are on a journey into the future, yet all of us live in the present. Too many people get caught up in what could be, instead of appreciating what is. Don't fall into that trap, Alex. Appreciate what you have and who you have, because the future can take it all away from you. Ho ho ho! I'm sorry, Alex. I often find myself going on tangents these days. Yet another symptom of old age, I suppose. Lakey, I wish you luck, Alex. And you too, sweet Luna. Farewell. Even though Luna is technically the daughter of Dyne, so...
Alex, I don't know why, but I have a feeling that we will meet him again.
You're right, Null. I feel it too. Luna, let's go home.
I was beginning to think you'd never ask.
Oh.
It's a long ending. It's about an hour for that ending, with including the Ghaleon fight. And so there it is, guys. Lunar, the Silver Star story complete. Oh, wow. So there's a lot to dissect here. This game came out, like I said in my first episode, this is originally a Sega CD game. And the story hasn't changed that much. Translation has been upgraded a little bit. I believe even the Sega CD English translation is pretty good, but it's not as good as this one. Now, getting to the meat of this game, story-wise, it's cliched. It's predictable for some people. Some people would even find it to be light. I'm one of those people that sit here and go, this is the fundamental art of storytelling at its finest. If your story is cliched, repetitive, redundant, overdone, we've seen it a million times, that's fine. But how well do you write your story is what matters. It doesn't matter about making this big, complex, over-the-top epic. It really doesn't. This is a simple story, and it's got big values in it and big principles in it and some stuff for you to think about. The Vile Tribe stuff, you actually have to dissect that in your brain in a way, because you're looking at them as the enemy until you actually see them, and then there's controversy about your interpretation of what are they, and that you feel bad for them. Your characters feel bad. And that's the other big thing too, is this is a simplistic storyline. Its values, its message are very simple, but they're well done. It's well paced and well constructed. And the characters are some of the best characters in fantasy, in RPG fantasy, even outside of RPG games. In fantasy, they're very well written, and a lot of it is because of that really well written and transcribed English translation. I give a lot of it to that. Okay, that translation really made the characters feel independent. Nash, Mia, Jessica, Kyle, even as annoying as Null and Ramus were, they all felt unique. Tempest and Fresca, they felt unique. Dyne, Mel, Lemia Alsa, all of those bigger characters. Ghaleon, even as corny of a villain as his lines were, and I heard some of those were improv lines during certain his death scenes and stuff. And there's a neat little thing here, if we wait long enough for it, that I'll let some of it run, but I don't think I'll let the whole thing run its course, because it can be pretty long. But the whole thing about tearing this all apart, the whole story, the whole principle of the fundamentals of good story writing is all here. And it's here for you to explore. There's not a single main character that they don't give you a chance to explore. Phaecia, Zenobia, Royce even. You understand who they are and all of the stuff that they're doing and everything that goes on in it. And it's all well written, contrary to some people who think this game is just a big cornball mess. I tend to very heavily disagree with those people. And it's really funny because you find out what kind of games they like, and they're games that have no story to them. They just like the game, and they openly admit they like the game mechanics, where I'm a little bit more willing to sit here and go, there's a good story here, and it's strong, it's complete, it's well structured, and you give a damn. You give a damn about the characters, you give a damn about the plot,
And everything, even if some of the dragon stuff, some people feel the dragon stuff connects kind of wonky, it's well structured enough and it makes sense, and it's all built up to this really big sweeping epic that really it didn't have to be, but it became, and you feel for this game. And these are the kind of RPGs I keep saying don't exist anymore, where the characters are just so awesome. Yes, there's this outtake session where they do all the outtakes of the American voice actors for it, the English voice actors. I'm going to keep talking while that goes, just to get my points across, because this is really the end. So anyway, that's something that's missing, in my opinion, to modern games. Grandia understood this. The Lunar series understood this. I would say some Final Fantasy games understood this, like 4, 6, even parts of 10 understood this. But none of them, in all fairness, there are very few RPG games I will actually admit have a full, well-rounded, well-paced story. Lunar the Silver Star story, Grandia's 1 and 2 meet that requirement that I have, and it's a tough set of shoes to fill. Having a very strong, coherent story with characters in it that you care about and you want to see succeed. And that's the big thing for me, is that this game, even if you play it blind, I'd say wait a year, go into this, play it all the way from beginning to end, and you start to really feel for the story, and you start to really care about these characters. And again, nobody is wrong when they say this game's story is cliched, it's overdone, it does, it's corny as hell, and a little. Some people might even find the corniness to be annoying, which is a fair sentiment, I would say. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is that it's a well-written story. It doesn't suffer from that. The gameplay is actually pretty good. It has a few weaknesses, nothing major though. Boss fights are kind of redundant because we just kept using the same strategy pretty much in every boss fight once Vigor became available. And then Cascade Song from Luna, or the buff from Mia, So once all of that stuff got figured out, the boss fights became a little dull. We did about 4 hours of grinding. If you remove the 4 hours of grinding from the game, we had pretty much a 25 to 26 hour game. That's as long as playing Final Fantasy IV in general. So it's a good sized sweeping epic. Like I said, the villains are great. The villain is actually really good, regardless of how corny his dialogue is. What he's trying to do is interesting. It's something that people in today's society talk about. Not at this kind of level of deities and stuff, but like governments and all of these things, and the government should control all the things that you do, and da-da-da-da, and Alex is like, no, we should be responsible to take care of our own things. I mean, I'm trying not to make this political, don't worry, that's as much as I'm going to say about that, but these messages are real. They're real, and they're well conceived, and they're well discussed and explained. And then you have people who are on both sides of this battle who kind of don't really, Nash betrays our party at one point. Phaecia betrays Ghaleon and her sisters at one point. And it works. Was he getting off in that outtake? No, I'm just kidding. So there are aspects to the story, and there are aspects to the dynamics of the world and everything that takes place in it. And again, I know I sound like a broken record. For me, this is a 9 out of 10 story. Story-wise, 9 out of 10. It's almost perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect. Okay, I'm never giving anything a 10. Understand that now. Because a 10 would assume that it's absolute perfection. No game will ever be able to trump over that, or, trump it or whatever. Get over on it or whatever. But this is a 9. This is the best kind of beginning to end story in its connectivity. The gameplay, easily an 8 or a 9 from me. The music, phenomenal music. It's really, really good music. So music for me, 9. The only one I would give here is the voice acting and the sound effects. The sound effects are okay. The voice acting, as you can see from these outtakes, and some of the voice acting's a little wonky. So I give that like a 7 or a 6. It's not that interesting. But it's better than like Resident Evil, other games that had voice acting at the time. You have to remember this version came out in the 90s. It came out in the mid 90s, I believe. And the other thing with this version of the game is that the Sega CD had voice acting too, and they used the same voice actors, I believe, from the Sega CD one to this one. So that was an interesting drag, though I think they swapped a few out, but I could be wrong with that. But the whole point is that this is a real update. Look at the Sega CD version, then look at this version, and compare the two. If you're going to remake a game, this is the right way to do it. Now, I haven't really played Silver Star Harmony. I've only played like a demo of it. So I can't sit here and say that the Silver Star Harmony is the best version. I know some people who liked it, but beyond that, I've never heard much outside of that. But yeah, so to me, is this the perfect RPG game? No, there isn't one. But this game does fundamentally everything well. Not even well. It succeeds at what it sets out to do. Whether you like it or not is, I would say, personal. It's like you can hate this story, but I think you'd be kind of naive or you'd be arrogant to deny that it's not well constructed, to say that it's not well constructed, and deny the fact that it's a well-written story and it has well-written characters in it, far more than most modern games. And even movies, for that matter. Movies are suffering from these types of story failures as well. So anyway, just to get kind of most of this through here, this is a great game. It's one of the games that really set a bar that I now compare and hold other games to. Lunar and Grandia as a whole, those two franchises in general, specifically Lunar 2, Grandia 1, Grandia 2, those 4 games alone created, for me, a standard that I now hold all other games to. And I think that it's a powerful message to see these games succeed and to keep talking about these great legacy games. And if you get a chance, give this game a whirl. If the PSP version shows up on like the PlayStation Network store or something, pick it up and give it a try. It may be balanced differently. The cutscenes and all that other stuff might be different. I don't know. But it's a really, really good version. And I can see why this game was remade so many times. Remember, I still stand, I think it's the most remade JRPG game of all time. Unless you guys can find me a better example in the comment below. But it is at least one of the most remade fantasy RPG games of all time. And I think it's a wonderful adventure. I had a really good time. I hope you guys did too. Like, comment, and subscribe. And maybe we'll do some Lunar 2, so that way while the story of Lunar is fresh, we can jump right into its sequel. And the sequel, I hate to say it, guys, but I don't hate to say it. I love to say this. The sequel, for me, is the most interesting way to handle a sequel, and it does it in flying colors. Remember what Dine was wearing in front of Althena in that little clip when you go and you play, or if you see me play Lunar 2 Eternal Blue when we get to it. And maybe after that, maybe some Breath of Fire 3, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. Maybe we'll put a little tiny, small game in the between them or something. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and putting up with my shenanigans through this entire Let's Play. This game has a charm to me, and a part of me that still loves this game. If I was talking over stuff that you wanted to hear, if I was making fun of scenes that you really wanted to feel the emotion of, play this game yourself. I highly recommend it. Play it I'm not a big pusher of acquisition. I'm not supposed to anyway. But play this game any way you can. If you are a fan of JRPGs and you've not played this, then you're not a fan of JRPGs. Get to it. What are you waiting for? Get Lunar's Silver Star Story complete and give it a play and tell me what you think. All right, guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy, here at Jacktard Studios. Come check me out at twitch.tv/Jacktard Studios. You can also chat with me live there. We're getting our Chairman of the Board show computer redone, so that way we'll have our tabletop show going on there and my RPG game show going on there. And we're looking to do some other types of shows as well. and I think we'll have a really good time with it, and I think it's gonna be and I think you guys would like to check it out. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and support channels how you want. I'm looking into setting up a Patreon. Some people told me I should do it, and maybe I should, because that way I can get more shows to you and more of these playthroughs of stuff. And again, I had a great time. Thank you guys for stopping by in this heinously long episode of Lunar, the Silver Star Story complete. Take care now, and you guys have a good one. Bye! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.